let's proceed with part B. You can see that we are still referring to the same short notes on how to do implicit differentiation, but now our function is a bit different. Okay, you can see that you have y plus xy plus y squared equal to -2. So you can see here that x and y are two variables multiplied to each other. So later on, please take note, we need to use product rule when you want to differentiate them. So now let's proceed with the first step. Let's multiply both sides with d over dx. Okay, so for the first term, this is d over dx, and for the second term, this is d over dx. And for the second step, let's differentiate. If you see something x, differentiate as usual. If you see the variable y, differentiate as usual, but you need to further differentiate y. So let's see the first term, y. So differentiate y is just 1. And you need to then multiply dy over dx. Plus, so now this is two functions multiplied to each other. We need to use product rule. So keep one, x, differentiate another one, which is dy over dx, plus keep another one, y, differentiate another one, which is 1. So we have finished doing product rule. And finally, the third term, differentiate this. This is just power rule, so bring down the power reduced by 1. So 2y, and you need to further differentiate y, dy over dx. So I finish with the left-hand side. Let's further differentiate our right-hand side. Differentiating a constant is just 0. So I finish step number 2. Let's proceed with step number 3. Let's separate dy over dx on your left-hand side. So you have 3 terms containing dy over dx, so put it here. Maintain on your left-hand side. And for this term here, put it on the right-hand side. And then straight away, let us factorize d over dx. So you're left with 1 plus x plus 2y. And your right-hand side is just minus y. And finally, let's do the fourth step, which is just leave your dy over dx on your left-hand side. So let's divide the right-hand side with this term. Therefore, this is our final answer. Now let's proceed with part C. This is the question. So let's rearrange this first. This is just x squared plus 2, x to the power of 3 over 2, y to the power of half equal to 5x. Okay, so this is implicit differentiation. So let's straight away differentiate both sides. Put d over dx on your both sides. Okay, so now let's do second step. Let's differentiate both sides straight away. So for the first one, this is x squared, so differentiate is just 2x. And for the second one, this is multiplied to each other. Therefore, you need to use product rule. So just put 2, the constant outside. So now let's use product rule here. So keep 1, x 3 to the power of 2, differentiate 1. So let's differentiate this. This is half, y to the power of -1 over 2. Further differentiate y, didn't do, okay? So multiply dy over dx plus keep another one, y to the power of half, and differentiate another one. So just bring down the power reduced by 1. Okay, so we are settled with our product rule. And then let us differentiate our right-hand side. Differentiate 5x is just 5. So now let's proceed with simplifying this 2 here. Let's expand it. So you have this term right now. And then let's do the third step. Separate dy over dx on your left-hand side. So you only have one term of dy over dx, so maintain this on your left-hand side. Others, please bring it to the right-hand side. So now this is it. And finally, step number 4, leave dy over dx on your left-hand side. So you are left with this term, divide by this function here. Okay, so finally, this is your final answer. You can further simplify. This is y to the power of -half, so you can bring it up. So this is y to the power of half, multiplied by the rest of the terms here. Therefore, this is your final answer.